Hey everyone, hey guys doing? Grugs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back to another Legion premiere. Today, we're going to be taking a quick look at the Sitivien ST30 Harpoon knife over here. Just a beautiful looking blade in Sleipner steel. But as always, what is everybody carrying? I've got a new collaboration, couple of new folders I'm going to be showing real soon. This is the 704 gear Wildcat in D2 steel. Very nice blade. Excited to do a review on this, so stay tuned. What's everybody carrying? Let me know in the comment section and in the chat section. And veterans and active military, as always, just want to quickly say thank you very much for your service. Enjoy this video. Let's go over quick specs of the Sitivien 30, and then I'll have you guys take a look at this pretty nice but hefty blade, man. Overall length 11.65 inch, blade length 6.3 inch, blade steel, Sleipner steel. But you know what, man? Do you say friend? You know, I think this is Sleipner, not Sleipner. But in any case, blade hardness 60 to 62 HRC, blade thickness 7 millimeters, blade width 1.97 inch, handle length 5.35 inch. Handle material, micarta, and it does come in two other colors, green and natural. Handle thickness 0.87 inch, handle width 1.38 inch. Weight is 17.4 ounce. It's hefty, it's front heavy, so it should be a decent chopper. And with the sheath, it's 22 ounces, and it comes with a nice Kydex sheath. So it features full Tang lanyard hole, Kydex sheath, and tech lock. All right, great. Now that I've got the specs out of the way, let me just put this down, this information. Let's take a look at this awesome blade. And luckily, I did find a downed, something small, down tree. You know, they got trees on the complex over here, and one of them completely died, so they threw it off to the side. I cut the main branch of it. It's a nice size, it's gonna be perfect for testing this. So let's take a look at this harpoon shaped blade, man. That's nice. That's kind of like a mid type of, you know, midway harpoon. Very, very nice. I like it, man. Handle feels good too, but as you can see, that is a mid-saber grind. Sleipner steel, however you guys want to call it. Nice wedge for penetration. Okay, there's that little harpoon area. You can see it's nice and thick, 7 millimeters. It's got jimping from midway on the spine down to midway on the handle. However, the jimping is very smooth, so it's slippery. You can see my thumb going back and forth on here. Not a deal breaker. Again, I am looking at this portion over here. Everything seems to be rounded off. But when it comes time for testing, I'm going to test to see how scraping and striking a ferro rod will do. But as far as fit and finish goes, man, this is 99% right here. It is nicely rounded off on the spine area. Very, very small logos here. Sleipner ST30. I know some of you want small logos. It's pretty small, but if you're going to be using that as a tool, that logo, those little fonts there shouldn't matter. All right. Sharpening choil that has a guard with a lanyard hole here. There's also a lanyard hole at the end. I will be putting a lanyard. I think I have some leftover leather. I like the leather lanyard better than I like the paracord in any case. Okay, let's take a look at the handles. Now, you can see the screws. They do have the T-type screws in there. All right, so luckily you will be able to tighten this with the proper tools. And I do have the bits, but there's the full Tang right there. And it just protrudes above all the way around. So I'm not sure, you know, if we're making not a feather stick, but a notch, if this is going to hurt or not. We're going to find out. However, everything on this handle is nicely rounded off, including the Sleipner steel over there that goes all the way around, and you could see for yourself in the video. Hopefully it's not going to be too much of a hot spot, okay? Full tang goodness. I'm sure it's skeletonized on the inside. A lot of these modern day blades are. Some of them, believe it or not, aren't, but that's far and few in between. So a nice protruding tang. So if you need to batten this down into a stump or on a tree to do whatever kind of work you can, that's good. I am just liking this knife. You can see the handle. Let me turn it over so you get a better look at the light. You can see the grooving over here. Looks good. Fits good in my hand. All right. Each finger seems to fit pretty good in the curves. So pointer, middle, you can see it fits real nice. And then index and pinky just feels good. This is a smaller handle. You're going to get just one more finger in here. If you've got big hands, this may or may not be for you. You know, you have to decide, right? And if you always, and for those who are getting it on Amazon, you could always buy it, take a look and see if it's right for you. And then Amazon has a no questions return policy, you know, if you don't like it. So there you go. There's that. That's the good news. But what a nice blade, man. It's hefty. This one is hefty, man. Let me tell you, this has got some weight to it, and it feels like it's got some weight on both sides, both the handle and the blade. It's a heavy blade. It is. It is heavy. Should make for a good chopper for delimbing, at least at the very least delimbing a tree. You know, if you want to make a fishing pole or you know, legs for a stool or something. You know, just throwing that out there. Very nice, very nicely done. Very nicely done. I will call up Amazon. We'll check the pricing on it. I think there was 10% code on this. 10% redeemable code. I don't remember. Let me do this so that this is sticking up a little more. Let's see. Yeah, no. Okay, good. That looks much better. Taco style sheath with rivets, no slots, unfortunately. No thumb ramp, but it has this little pinched area that you can, you know, take your thumb and push off. We're gonna pop the knife in a second or two after I show you this, see how it fits. But a very, very nice little setup, drainage hole over there, as everybody can see. It comes with these tech locks, man. Listen, I've got nothing against these tech locks. They work. They really do work. But I would like to see myself, I don't know, I like the dangling systems, you know? Not something that goes, you know, way down the leg, but just enough. Just enough. In any case, this is still adequate, right? Removable tabs, or you could, you know, use these tabs and adjust to the size of your belt. Upright scalp carry, depending on how you like to carry this. It's a high quality sheath. Let's pop this knife in. This one has a little back and forth play. Now again, this could only be my knife sample that I received, so I am not sure what you guys are going to get if you decide. No up and down play, but the retention is there. But you could hear, as I'm going up and down, you could hear a little bit of noise. I think this might be a really good camp knife, you know, a little bit heavy dutier than some of the other knives that I've been testing. Still in a small to mid-range size, I think. Not a big, huge chopping blade, but I know a lot of you still want to see. Just put that here. I know a lot of you want to see me test out the smaller stuff or more reasonably sized blades, and I think this is going to be perfect. And the log that I'm going to use is a decent size and should work just fine for the demonstration. Okay, now let's take a look at sharpness. I just got this yesterday. All right, feels pretty sharp, so let's see. I am very close to this camera. I don't want to hit it, but you can see it's making some curls so far. So rest assured it is sharp out of the box. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Perfect. And I'm going to be really excited to test this out, man. You know, so stay tuned for some testing, okay? Because I'm pretty excited about this one. I think a lot of you might be pretty excited too. Now let me get my phone. Let me just go to Amazon real quick, and I'll show you the other models and the price and if there's a redeemable code. 1 second. Okay, so here we go. Here is the Sitivien on Amazon. It goes for 80 bucks, and you could see the other colors here. That's a natural, and then this is green. All right, and okay, good. There is a 10% coupon code. You just click on that and you get, what is it, 8 bucks off? That's pretty good. They have it in stock. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad, you know, and who knows, maybe they might raise it. I give you no promises, but sometimes they do. They'll raise it from 10% to 30. So, you know, keep an eye out. But for those interested, here you go, man. All right, let's take a look at that, the natural one. You can see the natural. Look to it if you like the natural. And then the green scales right there. And so far looks like it's got 2 5.0 reviews, so that's a good start. Yeah, man, very excited. I can't wait to test this out. So the weekend's coming. Probably test this out over the weekend, and you know, we'll get this done. All right, troops, legionnaires, new recruits, thanks for stopping by and checking out my premiere. Really appreciate it. Let me bring awareness, everybody. Hashtag 22 a day. Hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans in active military. Once they get out of the service, they do face a lot of challenges. Unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So at the end of this video, when we're done here, go check out the description section. Go check out the comment section. There'll be phone numbers that you can call. There'll be websites that you can surf. Please seek the help you all have earned and deserve. Troops, legionnaires, new recruits, as always, thanks. At the ready, troops. Hold the line. Take care.